Hi guys, welcome to Motor Trader. I'm Keshi Dylan. A couple weeks ago we drove the Volvo V90 T6 and we absolutely loved that car. It looked great, it drove beautifully as well. But today, however, we have this Volvo V90 T6 R design. This is supposed to be the go faster, drive harder sibling to the T5. It comes in this really beautiful color as well. It's called Blasting Blue. It's unique only to the R design. You won't get this color for any other Volvo models unless it's an R design model. This car actually sits 15mm lower than the T5 as well. That means you get better handling, really beautiful handling in corners. It's all-wheel drive, so yeah, you can expect it to handle really well. What's unique as well is that it has those gloss black inserts on both sides of the front grille together with the LED daytime running lights, as well as the LED spotlights over there at the bottom as well. You also get that gloss black front grille and of course the iconic daytime Thor's Hammer daytime running light. This has put Volvo back into the must-have cars of many car enthusiasts around the world. But what's unique about these headlights is that it also comes with active beam control, meaning the headlights will move as you move the steering wheel. That means it illuminates all the blind spots as you go from one corner to another corner. It also comes with active headlamp assist, meaning it'll actually illuminate road signs as you drive along. But that's not new technology. What's unique about this car though, these headlights though, is that, for example, just imagine this situation where you have two cars at the side and you're just cruising along. These headlights, however, will actually illuminate that space between those two headlights as well. I drove this car all the way to Johor and back, and I absolutely loved it. I drove it back at night and I could actually see this functioning, illuminating the spot between two cars. How beautiful is that? Seriously, one of the best headlights in the industry, if not the best. Moving on to the sides, the V90 T6, as I already mentioned, actually sits 15mm lower to aid with handling, but it also comes with 19-inch wheels, whereas the T5 comes with 18-inch wheels. It also has matte silver rearview mirror. Volvo calls it satin silver. It has illuminated door handles. Open this and it actually has a puddle illuminator as well to show you what you're about to step into. Handy actually. And then at the back, not much difference, but keen eyes will notice that the T6 comes with squarish exhaust rather than the square exhaust on the T5, and it also has a body colored rear diffuser. And so imagine this, you're stepping up to the T6, to your car, to the Volvo T6, and you have a bag full of groceries, and you know, how would you open the boot lid then if you have a bag full of groceries? Just wiggle your feet. Super convenient. Of course, it has acres and acres of space. Don't mind our stuff over here. But yeah, if you want to close this and maybe you're too short or just too lazy to press this button over here, could just wiggle your feet and it closes again. V90 T6 is beautiful to look at, seriously, but it's even better to drive. I'll show you. Let's take it for a drive. So the Volvo V90 T6, largely the same as the T5 from the outside, besides the obvious sporting updates like the bumper, the wheels, side view mirrors, the rear diffuser and all that I've already mentioned. But the inside is where the T6 really distinguishes itself from the T5. Where the T5 is more luxurious, the T6 is a meaner looking, more sporty character. It's a car that you get in and you immediately know that it's capable of some really serious performance. But yeah, so what gives it okay, the overall design of the interior is largely the same. The design of the dashboard, the design of the steering wheel, the center console, the start switch, everything is just about the same. So what distinguishes it from the T5 is the carbon fiber inserts. This is real carbon fiber. Volvo doesn't mess around with fake carbon fiber. So this real carbon fiber, it stretches all the way from the back passenger, the right hand side passenger door, stretches here to the driver's door, it stretches across the dashboard, center panel, and back to the passenger door at the back as well. So this is real carbon fiber. It already tells you that this is a very serious car. Carbon fiber is obviously reserved for sports cars. So this already tells you that, hey, this T6 has some serious performance. Other updates, it has heads-up display. I can't really show you from here, but yeah, it's very handy. Yeah, heads-up display, always a good thing. And then there's shifter pedals. It doesn't really give you lightning quick shifts. It's quite fast. It's fast enough already, but it's not like A45 AMG or Volkswagen Golf R kind of quick. It's quick, but not that quick. Anyway, and of course there's the portrait entertainment system over here, portrait touchscreen system. This thing houses everything. There's just hardly any buttons over here. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. Stop start switch over here, drive mode switch, parking button, automatic hold button, and a thin strip of buttons over here, and that's it. Everything else is housed in this touchscreen system over here. So if you're going to get a Volvo V90 or S90 or just the latest generation Volvos, take some time to learn the system first, because the learning curve on this is quite steep. You actually have to spend your time to wrap your head around it. So what else? This thing comes with the T6 comes with all-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive meaning four-wheel drive, so it has really good traction in both wet weather and dry weather. You could haul into a corner and, you know, trust this thing to grip. There's a lot of safety features. There's a bunch of preventive and protective and IntelliSafe safety features. So all-wheel drive and brilliant electronic functions. I never felt scared driving this thing fast. It has that much grip. It is really quite stable. The safety functions are, of course, I don't know where to start with the safety systems. There's so many safety systems. There's a safety system to keep you safe in the city. There's a function to keep you safe while you're driving on the highway. There's a function to keep you safe while you're driving in traffic jams. There's a function for almost everything with this Volvo V90. And so let's just go through some of them. There's collision avoidance with intersection support in city safe mode. Then there's pedestrian, cyclist and large animal detection. There's a safety system for rear collision. There's the pilot assist, which follows the roads, so you can just take your hands off the wheel and just drive by itself. It's not designed to drive by itself. It's just designed to make driving less stressful. So you still kind of have to keep your hands on the wheel and make some tiny adjustments. That's how it detects that your hands are still on the wheel, through the tiny adjustments that you make. But yeah, it's only semi-autonomous. It's not fully autonomous, so you kind of still have to drive this car by yourself. It's just less stressful. And then there's the radar-based cruise control that can brake by itself. When it detects that a car is in front of you, it will also accelerate when the car moves to a predetermined speed that you input. And yeah, so powertrain. This thing is powered by a 2-liter twin charge engine. Twin charge meaning supercharged and turbocharged. It produces 320 horses, 400 Newton meters of torque, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 in 6.1 seconds. Not bad for a car that weighs over 2,100 kilograms. That's a really heavy car. For a 2-liter engine to produce that much power and to propel this thing that quickly to 100 kilometers per hour, that's some serious performance right there. Of course, it's connected to an 8-speed gearbox. The ratios are short and long as well, so it's designed for performance and fuel economy at the same time. So it's quite a nice car to drive, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful balance between comfort, performance, fuel efficiency. Okay, all-wheel drive cars have a tendency of being very thirsty but not this one. I got a range of about slightly over 500 kilometers on my trip to Johor. Of course, that's a 60-liter fuel tank at the back, but fuel economy still not too bad. A full tank costs about 110 ringgit, with around 97 with this week's prices, but yeah, pretty good as well. But yeah, as I mentioned, this is a really nice car to drive, and it soaks up bumps, it soaks up bad roads rather well. You don't, and the interior sound insulation is very impressive. There's hardly that you hear from the world outside, and there's this panoramic roof that gives the interior a real sense of space. This thing feels, doesn't only look big, it feels big, but there's plenty of passenger room. I'm a tall guy, come from a tall family. Everybody made themselves very comfortable in this car, and yeah, seriously, one of the better cars that I've driven this year. Well done, Volvo. I love this car.